Hey fellow Brick Fanatics, DJ Bricks here, back for another video, and today we are going to kick off the start of the summer release period, starting with a LEGO Star Wars set. It is recreating Ahsoka and Darth Maul's iconic duel in the throne room of Mandalore in Clone Wars Season 7, and it is called justly Duel on Mandalore. It is set number 75310, recommended for building ages 7 and up. It comes with 147 pieces and retails here in America for $20. So let's not waste any more time and get into the set, start deconstructing it to see how it stacks up, starting as always with the minifigure. So looking at the first figure, we have Ahsoka in her Season 7 attire for the Siege of Mandalore story arc. She does come with 2 lightsabers in that light bluish translucent color. Pretty much this is the exact same figure we got last year with the sets for the summer last year. So if you missed on it, it's a good figure. You got some nice leg printing, nice torso printing. You got this nice headpiece, which is very nicely printed. Does represent her pretty well. My only issue here is this headband. As many have pointed out in this community, that headband is way too small. It needed to be a little bit bigger, and it needed to be brought down a little bit more just to offset that weird space there. She's got a nice face print underneath her. Though with my figure, the white markings that's known on Ahsoka's face here, not really opaque enough to even notice. So there, the camera's picking up fine, but it's kind of doesn't really look like it's there in my eyes. And then you got a nice alternate expression and some nice back torso printing, but that does it for Ahsoka. And then the final figure we have is Darth Maul in his Season 7 attire for the Clone Wars. He does come with his standard double-sided lightsaber. It's same as always, just 2 blades stuck in the normal hilt. I was kind of hoping that with the Monkey Kid sets introducing that longer hilt-looking piece that LEGO would start utilizing it here, but unfortunately they didn't. Going over the actual figure, it's nicely printed onto some nice gunmetal gray plastic, just to give it that shine that it has in the cartoon. The head and horn piece, same as always. The head is actually reused from the exclusive book figure that came out last year, based off Solo, and torso is kind of similar. It's just missing that detailed necklace, and the belt's pretty much different, just to reflect how he looks in the cartoon. And then he's got some nice leg printing for his mechanical legs. They are different, and they are just detailed to make it a little bit more cartoony and animated. But it's overall a very nice figure, but that does it for looking at the minifigures. Let's move on to the actual builds. So this is a pretty small build, but you do get 2 things out of it. You do get the little containment cell for Darth Maul at the end of the fight, and then you get the throne of Mandalore and part of the scenery around it. So let's start by looking at the smaller of the 2. Let's look at the cell here first. It's very nicely built up. It's fairly basic, but it does get the job done. You do get 2 stickers on this thing. You get a sticker on the side here for the control panel, and on the front, I will warn you, try to line this up as good as you can the first time, because if you have to peel it off, it's based off of one of those clear black stickers. So if you mess up, because Darth Maul is supposed to be able to look through that when you open it up and put him in the cell. But this sticker is very nicely detailed, and like I said, all you do is open it up, and then you take Maul, you take his lightsaber away from him, and you just attach him to this 2x2 studded space that is just built right into there. And then you can close it up. You can see Maul through the window pane there, which is very nice and accurate. And overall, I think Lego did a good job representing the cell here. Just getting and moving over to the throne of Mandalore. Very nicely built up too, how it's detailed, fairly simple in its construction, went together pretty easily, though the back wall here and part of the throne is pretty repetitive. Spoiler alert for that feature, but you do get some nice leaf pieces used here, which is just supposed to represent little fixtures on the side of the wall that are in the throne room. And then you get this nice glass pane kind of in the back here. You got two stickers there. You kind of had to line them up a little bit. That is a pain, again, just like the cell, but it does look pretty nice if you do it right. And then you got a front sticker on the front of the throne room, the throne itself here, which is pretty nice. The throne, pretty basic build, but it's also pretty nice. It does get the job done, and you can seat Maul in it pretty well, just to have him on the throne. Like that, he does sit pretty nicely, or Bo-Katan, or whoever you want. There's a little hidden play feature with the throne if you want to choose to use it. You got a nice hidden compartment here. It's not actually anything we see in the show, but it's something that was in Amidala's throne in episode 1, and I firmly believe it would be here too. You just push it on one side, pull it out this side, and you got a nice little blaster hidden away if you want to choose to play with it like that. Otherwise, the other play feature, as I showed off, you can pretty much blast the back windows off to take the fight outside of the throne room, just like in the show. But that does it for looking at the main two builds of the set. Looking at extra pieces, pretty standard here. It is a Star Wars set with a lightsaber, so we do get an extra hilt. We do get a couple extra cheese slopes, a Technic piece. You do get an extra one of the horn pieces for Darth Maul, which is really nice. And then just a couple extra tiles, but that does it. Okay, so going over the instructions, it's a really small one for a $20 set. You got the QR code to scan in the app if you want to build it that way. You got a nice cover, pretty much just the box art. Opening up, you got the little things showing that you can sort it out to build it better. And just little thing how to use the app if you want to do that. So, and then the build it goes by pretty quickly, and it takes 70 pages. And then back of the instructions, you just have a cross-sell for the other sets in the 2021 wave. Interestingly enough, it shows a couple of the 2020 sets for some reason. And then back of the next page just shows figures from some of the sets, which is weird because they don't even show half the sets that go in, that these figures go into, so that is really kind of weird. And then you got this an ad for the Skywalker saga coming out next year, finally. And then you got the parts inventory and then the win product feedback on the back, but that does it for the instructions. So looking at the box here, it's a standard $20 size we see. It's got that standard Lego Star Wars aesthetic that we've been seeing since 2019, though up in the corner here, instead of Lego-wise Darth Vader, we do get Lego-wise version of the Ahsoka Loyalist clone trooper, for this to signal that it's a season 7 Clone Wars set. You get a nice product shot of the set right there with a nice background of the throne room itself. Set specs on the side, minifigure call out down there as always. You got Darth Maul sporting the actual size reference on the top of the box there. And then on the back you just have various play features of the set being shown off, but that does it for the box. So going over my final thoughts on the set, build wise, you do get the little dais for the throne of Mandalore, and you get the containment cell for Maul to be imprisoned in. Both really kind of standard inclusions here. Pretty much with this Duel on subline that they've started with Duel on Naboo, they kind of just take like a specific part of the duel on whichever they did, and they just wanted to include relevant stuff to it. So inclusion wise, I think they nailed it, but this is going to tie into price a little bit. I've seen a lot of people complain that for $20 here in where I live, you don't get that much here, but I understand that, but I think that this is pretty well worth $20, considering what it is trying to represent within this duel here. They really wanted to get the throne in there and stuff. Minifigure wise, Maul is really great. Ahsoka, I share that same complaint of that tiara on her headdress, just being printed like way too high and way too small, so that doesn't really work for me. Quality wise, again, with my Ahsoka, I got like pretty substandard printing for the white on the face, so that kind of sucks. And then in the instructions there, you have that weird not really well edited cross cell. So all in all, this set is going to get an 8 out of 10 from me. Let me know what you guys think of this set. I highly recommend you picking it up. If you don't like that $20 price point, just wait for a sale if you want to, but let me know in the comments what you think about it. I always look forward to your feedback and discussing it with you in the comments there. So until next time, keep building.